Hello everyone, it's me Lucero again. So today I'm gonna practice with you about daily reading English. So today topic we will talk about the education. For this topic we will learn something new about the vocabulary. Let's get started. So part 1, vocabulary for academic subject. The first word is archaeology, also archaeology. So it is an uncountable noun. Archaeology is the study of the society and people of the past by examining the remains of their buildings, tools, and other subjects. For example, an archaeology professor at Florida State University. So for these words, I will try to check it later about the pronunciation, but I'm trying to remember it in meaning and how to use it in a daily life. It is a challenging task. Number 2, astronomy. Astronomy is an uncountable noun as well. Astronomy is the scientific study of the stars, planets, and other natural objects in space. And I may understand about it. A 10 days astronomy mission. Number 3, economics. Economics is also an accountable noun. Economics is the study of the way in which money, industry, and trade are organized in a society. For example, he gained a first-class honors degree in economics. Or another example, having previously studied economics at fine art and fine art. Number 4, geology. Geology is an uncountable noun. Geology is the study of the Earth's surface, Earth's structure, surface, and origin. For example, he was visiting professor of geology at the University of Jordan. Number 5, linguistics. Linguistics is an uncountable noun. Linguistics is the study of the way in which language works. For example, modern linguistics emerged as a distinct field in the 19th century. Number 6, psychology. Psychology is an uncountable noun. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind and the reasons for people's behavior. For example, professor of psychology at Bedford College. Another example should be research in educational psychology. The next word is sociology. Sociology is uncountable noun also. We can see here almost of the words about academic subject is uncountable noun. Okay, sociology is the study of society or the way society is organized. For example, a sociology professor at the University of North Carolina. A sociology professor at the University of North Carolina. A treatise on the sociology of religion. And the next part is academic activities. Academic activities is some words we can learn right now. Number 1, analyst. Analyst is a verb. If you analyze, is that analyst or analyze? I'm not sure. I think it's analyze. Analyze. If you analyze something, you consider it carefully or use statistical methods in order to fully understand it. In US, we have another spelling, analyze, with Z instead of S. For example, Mr. Carthy was asked to analyze the data from the first phase of trial of the vaccine. Plus what? This book teaches you how to analyze what was causing the stress in your life. Number 2, claim. Claim is a verb. If you say that someone claims that something is true, you mean They say that it is true, but you are not sure whether or not they are telling the truth. For example, with that he claimed that it was all conspiracy against him. Second example, may with to infinitive. A man claiming to be a journalist threatened to reveal detail about her private life. And last example, he claims a 70 to 80% success rate. And number 3, define. Define is a verb. If you define a word or expression, you explain its meaning. For example, in a dictionary, plus with as for example, College English Dictionary defines a workaholic as a person obsessively addicted to work. Number 4, evaluate. Evaluate is a verb. If you evaluate something or someone, you consider them in order to make a judgment about them. For example, about how good or bad they are. For example, they will first send in trained nurse to evaluate the needs of the individual situation. For example, the market situation is difficult to evaluate. And the second example, we can use evaluate with a house. For example, we evaluate how well we do something. And number 5, investigate. So investigate is a verb. If you investigate something, you study or examine it carefully to find out the truth about it. Number 6, example. Research in Oxford is now investigating in possible link between endometriosis and immune system. Another example, plus with how police are still investigating how the accident happened. Okay, next part we are learning some nouns associated with research. Number 1, evidence. Evidence is an uncountable noun. Evidence is anything that you see, experience, read, or are told that cause you believe that something is true or has really happened. For example, plus with of or for. A report on the scientific evidence for global warming. And the next is plus with that. There is a lot of evidence that stress is partly responsible for disease. And plus with to infinitive. To date, there is no evidence to support this theory. Number 2, hypothesis. Hypothesis is a noun. A hypothesis is an idea which is suggested as a possible explanation for a particular situation or condition, but which has not yet been proved to be correct. Work will now begin to test the hypothesis in rats. The second example, different hypotheses have been put forward to explain why these foods are more likely to cause problems. And number 3, theory. Theory is a noun. A theory is a formal idea or set of ideas that is intended to explain something. For example, Einstein formulated the theory of relativity in 1905. So that is the end of today's lesson. I will review some of the new words for today for topic education. Maybe I will try to do it later because I am not sure how to pronounce those words. I must try to write it down and check about their pronunciation before I review this. Thank you for listening and see you next time. Goodbye.